Welcome to episode number 3 of the Countertop Podcast. I brought a great friend of mine, Don Juan Dontimus Modelo Time Prime, a.k.a. Don Gibson, on this episode.
Hey,
That's it.
Modelo time.
All right, see you guys later.
Yep. Podcast over. We're out.
This is not sponsored by Busch Light or Modelo.
But it'd be cool if it was.
That would be badass. We don't have to buy our own shit. That's what I said last night.
All right, so,
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about your other YouTube channels first off before we get into this full podcast.
yeah.
Where did Dirt 224 go? Where has it gone? Why is it away? That was my favorite.
That was your favorite?
No.
That was when I was
Throttle Thumpers was my favorite because I threw a hell of a party with Throttle Thumpers one time.
Yeah,
I didn't throw a party with Dirt 224.
It was, Dirt 224 was like the beginning of like my, I don't want to say vlogging because it wasn't really a vlog, you know? It was just
Riding bikes.
a chronicle.
Every video kind of went into each other.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think you kind of copied me. Because, like, I started a YouTube channel, and then, like, 2 months later, like, I'm going to start my own YouTube channel.
Well, I did, kind of, yeah, but I mean, it was different. Because to do, like, just the straight vlog thing like you do,
It's hard.
yeah, that's a
It is.
motherfucker.
It is. It's way hard.
Because that's why, and you were always like, "Good, you do a vlog," and I'm like, "No,
I don't know how,
I'm not
man.
that fucking
Like,
exciting.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm not that exciting. People don't want to see my life."
You know what? Like, I really with the vlogs, like, I was doing it, and then, like, I started running out of ideas. And, like, the other vloggers, like Logan Paul and, like, Roman Atwood and shit, they have the money to, like, go make a fucking fun vlog.
Heavy hitters.
I have a full-time job,
Yeah.
and then come home, like, right now, it's dark outside. Come home, I don't have shit to do. I'm going to be in my house for a little bit. You want to watch me clean vlog?
Yeah, I know.
You know, like, what I mean?
Hey, I'm watching a movie. Watch it with me.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. See,
that's why I started doing the podcast, because, like, I could bring my friends over. We could sit here and chill and have a fucking funny ass video for
I think
an
this
hour.
is more fun too. Like
It's a lot more interactive with
I was
people.
on Double RTV.
A few times.
Yeah, a few times. And I think this right now, it's more, I hate to use the word intimate because
You don't want to be intimate with me?
I mean, yeah and no. I mean,
mean-
intimacy is,
Well, we're going to keep that off camera for sure.
that's for a different vlog. Maybe I'll change my channel name again.
Back to Ricky and Don.
Yeah. But no, the Dirt 224 one came because, like, I've always rode dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, why don't I just start, just record what I'm doing? And then I started, like, because
Well, you bought a GoPro first, and then you started, like,
then
doing
I
the bike
start,
things.
yeah. Well, see, it was originally on my phone because if you remember, I've deleted the video long since.
Oh, yeah.
But I had the
Like a phone mount?
Yeah, I had the attachment on my handlebars,
Mm-hmm.
and the first video was just like all shaky
Everywhere.
I couldn't autocorrect it, and even when I did, it still like
It was, like, tilted a little
picture
bit.
would move on the screen. You know, it just make you like motion sickness.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I got to do something about this. So I got a GoPro, and the first video I ever posted was that one. I had like
Dirt 224's first video.
yeah, it was, and it's still on the page too.
You know what? It got fucking I wasn't pissed, but like I was a little bit jealous.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
I was uploading for like a year and a half straight,
yeah.
and like you uploaded one video, and like your video like surpassed all my videos and views, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, but then I started thinking about it. I was like, I got twice as many subscribers, and like you're one of my fucking best friends, so I wasn't like pissed or anything. I was like, but I was salty. Like, I got more subscribers, and
The amount
Blah,
of
blah, blah.
views overnight was what was fucking weird.
yeah, like it was like 156 views in like one night, and I was like,
and then like
the most-
100 more the following
I was like,
day.
the most views I have in like 2 years is like 80.
Yeah. And then I got 200 and something in like 3 days.
Yeah, and I
But
was like,
that,
man.
That fire burned out quickly, so.
Yeah, I think you guys only had like a total of like 5 videos before like you changed the name to.
That's because...
And then you had your poll, which I was pissed off my fucking name didn't get picked.
That was like, so the main thing with the Dirt 224 one was the fact that, so it was like a mixture of what we were doing and what we were writing. So Leo and I both had 2 strokes, and Max had a 4-stroke, and they were dirt bikes.
What is Max up to nowadays?
That's a good question. I don't know, have him on podcast.
I'd like to. He'd be a good.
But that was another reason I changed the name from Dirt 224, because Max was in the first like 3 videos, and then he fell off, and that was getting back to the point about.
And I think Nick came in.
Nick was for a little bit. Which Leo and Nick, for anybody that doesn't know, are both my nephews, and the main channel was with my nephew Leo, and then because at the time we were working together and we had the same schedule, so we had the same days off. So we could ride all the time.
Make the videos together.
Exactly. And that was the whole thing, because we went in on the GoPro at first.
You got split it?
Yeah. And that's why I was like,
I wish somebody split my GoPro with me. That motherfucker's expensive.
Well, I had to buy my half to keep it.
Oh yeah, so you ended up spending the whole thing.
Exactly. So yeah. I bought the GoPro. But so yeah, that's how it started. There was 2 2-strokes and a 4-stroke, so that's the 224. And then
it was just because it's dirty. Is it dirt?
Exactly, yeah. Dirt bikes, dirty. We're always dirty,
Yeah.
And then the throttle thumper one was because the 250 4-strokes we were riding, the nickname for those are thumpers, because the way they sound and the motor size and everything, it's just synonymous. Their name is thumper.
You know what? Can you ride a dirt bike in the snow?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
We should definitely do a fucking vlog coming up. I just bought 2 snowmobiles.
Oh, dude.
I'm so excited. I rode them a little bit not too long ago when it had that little bit of snow on the ground, but it still wasn't enough snow like on the streets.
Actually, you sent me a Snapchat.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And
they're pretty sick looking.
Dude, the very first little snow we had, like there was the second I seen a little bit of white on the ground, I was like, I'm starting that motherfucker up.
Yeah, I gotta try it.
And I tried it and it went like in the grass. If I hit the street, it would not go nowhere. Because like you turn those skis and it just keeps going straight.
Go straight, and the skis would be like,
Yep. But I drove that a little bit. That motherfucker, dude, it's scary. It's so fast. Like it goes like 90. Like it's
a snowmobile?
Yeah. Yeah, and
it's automatic?
Yeah, it's a pull start. It's a 2-stroke. It's a 700.
I didn't even know they made them that big.
Yeah, my other one's a 440, but it's like a passenger one. You can fit 2 people on the seat of that one. The other one's like a racing one.
And it's that green one, right?
That's the 700. Yeah. And
it
I drove
looks like a helicopter.
Dude, it's so fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And the headlights are brighter than the ones in my truck.
Do you know the funny thing about snowmobiles though?
They're dangerous as fuck.
No, the thing about so you know how also I fix and sell dirt bikes.
Mm-hmm.
So every time, I don't know why I just thought of this, probably because you got snowmobiles and everything. Every time I would post a dirt bike for sale, and I would just be like,
trading for a snowmobile.
Exactly. I'd get like 5 people for each dirt bike. Will you trade for this? Will you trade for? And it's always snowmobiles. And that's something
you should say yeah, dude.
That's something like in the community of people that buy and sell dirt bikes.
Yep.
We joke about, or like the things people say, like high compression piston, or like, oh, it's got a smaller, less toothed sprocket.
I don't know what any of that shit means.
Exactly. No, but neither do they.
But you should definitely get a snowmobile. Then I have somebody to ride with, because I took Amanda on that 700 because the 440's got a broken bogey wheel, so I need to get that fixed first. So I don't drive that one.
See, you don't even know what that is.
Yeah, dude.
It's got a high compression bogey wheel.
I could say that, but this is what the guy that I bought him from said. So he might not know what it is, but that's what he told me, so that's what I call it.
Snowmobiles seem easy though. It's like a tank track and
it just goes.
Water skis.
But I took her on that one, and I was like, all right, when I say hold on, you fucking hold on. And so I got over to the corner of Mom's lawn, and I was like, all right, hold on. And I fucking gunned it. And I swear to God, she was about to fly off the back of it. She screamed in my ear, and I was like, fucking Christ.
I wish you would have came and rode bikes with me.
It was so...
As many times as I asked your ass to go with me.
I'm scared of 2 wheels, dude.
It's a fucking snowmobile, dude. You got a tank, track, and water skis on snow.
I feel like that'd be a little bit more safer than a dirt bike.
I guess you can't tip it.
Yeah, or can't. You have to lean with it or else it'll fucking flip over.
Really?
It's just like a 4-wheeler.
No, it's just like a water ski. Or
a jet ski?
Jet ski.
I've never rode a jet ski.
That's just like a jet ski, dude.
And the first one I ever rode was goes fucking 90 mile an hour, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But I just wanted to try it, and I tried it, and that motherfucker it's fast and it's scary. And that one snow, when it got a little bit of snow on the actual pavement, I took that motherfucker around Columbia. That fucking thing is so fast. And like I turned the skis and it wasn't turning. And I was like, oh fuck. So on the corners I was going slow, and then right when I got on a straightaway, I fucking gunned it. That motherfucker so quick.
So does it have engine braking? Like when you I'm assuming it's a thumb throttle, right?
Yeah.
So when you let off, does it?
It slows itself down. Yeah. And then, but the thumb, it's warmed, and the handlebars are all warmed.
Oh hell yeah!
And then it's got leg blowers. So
it
like
keeps you
literally,
warm?
the first day I ever rode it, I had a coat, I had some my work boots on. I didn't have gloves or a stocking cap, and I was fine. Like I wasn't even cold.
Really?
And I drove for probably 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, but still, was it one of the days where it was like wind chill of like -1,000, or was it
Well,
one of the days where it was 22 degrees?
It was pretty cold out.
Because that makes a huge difference.
I mean, it wasn't negatives, but it wasn't like
It
go outside without a coat on.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, it was pretty cold out, and the only thing I got cold was my outside left pinky finger.
Because you were out.
Well, like it was out right here
Yep.
when I was turning, and I was mostly taking fucking right turns. So like this one was hitting wind.
Yeah.
And it's the only thing I got cold, and it's got a tinted windshield, so you don't need sunglasses or nothing. It's fucking sweet. You got to come ride them sometime.
I want to ride that.
in this winter.
I want to ride that. Actually, I can't. I'd have to ride those with you because all I have now is a motorcycle. I don't have a dirt bike anymore.
I got to get that other wheel fixed, and then we're gonna take them both out. But I got that one for Amanda, so she can have the slow one, and
Yeah.
I'll just fucking.
And you'll just
when
lap
it gets
her.
when it gets super snowy out, I'm gonna take it like out to like 1,000 acres and shit.
What about have you thought about riding it on water? Have you seen that?
I've seen those,
People
but
hydroplane them.
I've seen that, but I'm too scared to do that. And plus, I just got them, and I don't have the money to replace it.
That is another thing. Like I seen.
If I had the money like Travis Pastrana does, I would be doing that shit all the time.
That's exactly
what I
what
mean?
I said too. I'm like, I want to try to hydroplane my bike. When I had it, I was like, it's fast enough and everything, but at the same time, if I like fuck up halfway through,
or
and
get
my bike
or get
sinks,
like blue balls halfway through, and you're just
and
like,
you just
fuck.
you sink your bike or you bail or anything,
gone.
You can't replace
Travis
that.
Pastrana's got 40 more at home
Yeah.
in his garage. Like
It's probably like he's like, oh, this one's
this one hasn't been running that good lately. I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking go dump it in the lake.
So if I lose it, who cares?
Yeah.
You know what? I'd like to just go like whatever lake he's at and just fucking troll.
It's Lake Havasu.
Lake Havasu. That's
I've always called it
that's
Havasu.
near where I'm from.
Doesn't he live in California, like Southern California?
I don't even remember.
Pretty sure he lives in Southern California.
I would assume like everybody famous lives in Los Angeles, right?
I think so.
So
Not Dirt 224 or Double RTV, but
yeah, I know. We're a different kind of famous.
yeah, we're family famous.
We're family famous.
Okay,
That's
so
a
you
good
got
one.
to after that subject, you got to Throttle Thumpers after Dirt 224.
Yeah.
And
That was like the downhill.
Is that like where it turned into like your channel and not everybody else involved?
Exactly.
It was like, this is Don's channel now. It's
Mhm.
not Don and Leo's or Don and Max. It's Don's.
See, it was prior to that. It was the Throttle Thumpers, plural.
Now it's.
Then I dropped that S, and it was the Throttle Thumper, me. And
I never
that's-
noticed that S dropped. I guess
No?
I just seen your uploads and I just looked at the name and I was like, oh, that's Don. Cool. Like I never noticed that the S was off of there.
I'm synonymous for changing the name of my channel.
It's been 4 names now.
Not only do I not like get bored with what I'm doing, but also I have the attention span of a fucking goldfish. So I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a.
You know what? Your newborn child probably has a better attention span than you do.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, he'll be watching me when I'm doing. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Oh shit, that's my kid. No, but like, so I dropped the S, and it was just me, and I was riding. I was like with Ethan. I was riding with Nick Allen. I had other people on the channel.
I'm not going to tell it on the podcast, but I could tell you a story, but not on the podcast.
Okay.
It's a little bit more personal.
Oh. So I had, I would just be me and people that I knew that had dirt bikes, or at the time I also had 2. So I would have, you want to come ride?
You know what? One of my favorite videos that you posted on that, I don't know if this was Dirts or Throttle Thumpers, but when you rode with the DNR.
Oh, dude,
You
yeah.
invited the DNR guy
Yeah.
and then that Craigslist dude.
Yeah.
Like those 2 were just kind of like wild out there. I was like, fuck, I need to do something cool like that.
Dude, those video, I was for sure, okay, the Craigslist one, that guy was weird. first of all. And
like, what are you looking for on Craigslist? Like, I just need somebody to ride a bike with. Like,
so
like,
the ad was like,
did you go for men seeking men?
no, that would have been good. I should have
That would have been hilarious.
I should have put the ad in the video, but I didn't want to get that far into it. So the way I did it was, I said, I'm a successful YouTuber looking for.
That was at 50 subscribers. Right?
That was at 50, but also I had a video with 300 views. So I'm pretty.
I'm up there, bro. That's up there, bro. Fuck, you should have got a fucking gold plaque for that one.
I have my platinum's in the mail. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm waiting on it.
My platinum's been in the mail for like 2 years.
So I said I'm a successful YouTuber, dirt bike vlogger, blah blah blah. I put a lot of fluff in it. I said I got one.
Put a lot of pillows in there.
I got one person being like, "Hey, I've been looking to ride with some guys." I'm like, I wanted to be like,
how we talked. I'm looking to some ride. With some
I don't remember. I don't remember exactly. That's the voice I put to him. And I was just like, I wanted to be like, send me a picture of yourself.
That fucking sounds weird, though.
I wanted to be like that, but I didn't. I'm just like, you know what? We'll just let it.
Send me a picture of you and your bike. You should have just been like that.
Oh yeah. I was like, what do you ride? And he's like, men. I'm like,
what?
This is out.
Is that like a real thing he said?
No, that's not what he said.
That would have been so fucking funny. I'd be like, show me that text right now.
So what happened was I was like, okay, well, meet me at Rathbun OHV Park at this time on this day. So on our way there, I've never seen the dude. I
don't know what he looks like.
None of that. So I'm like talking about it. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. Blah blah blah. I was like thinking, I'm like, nobody's ever done this. This is gonna fucking blow up. This is gonna be my viral video. And I see the dude, and I'm like,
never mind.
And then the other one.
Did he show up and be like, "Are you Throttle Thumper?"
No, because we.
So you were still Thumpers.
No, he knew my name. He was like, "Are you Don?" I'm like,
"You'd have been funny if he would just like shown up and be like, "Are you Throttle Thumper?" Like, not even know your name the whole time you're there.
I should have just like had a shirt made just for that day.
Yeah, just like because your banner you had that had like the gauge on it.
Yeah,
just like just bow.
So that was for sure. And then I'm riding with him, and I'm like, this video is gonna fucking suck. Like, I'm not that, I'm not...
Like, the title says it all compared to the video itself.
Exactly.
Really.
I'm not, like, I'm not even intermediate. I'm not even amateur dirt bike rider.
Hit some little jumps.
Yeah, like, I can kind of do wheelies. I can hit jumps. But I can't, like, do fucking no-handers or I can't, like, do tricks and stuff.
You can fall when you're drunk. I've seen that before.
That's a good,
That was hilarious. The grass had dew on it. That was your excuse. The grass was dewy.
That fucked my foot up. I peeled the skin
and
off
then
my foot.
right afterwards you're like, Ricky, get on. And I was like, fuck you,
dude.
Well,
remember how long it took me to start it? Just to ride 16 feet and fall?
Like, you went over that corner and just...
That's another thing. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but that's another thing. Like, every time I would make videos, I would be so nervous. Like, I'd get nerved up about making videos. Like, fuck, this has got it. Everybody has, like, when you make YouTube video, when you're a content creator, you're like, man, it would be so cool to just be a millionaire and do what I love and film it.
Yeah.
And then you get hit with the realization, like there's some fucking heavy hitters in the moto vlogs, like Tyler Monaghan and obviously Travis Pastrana, and like those type of dudes that are actually really fucking good at riding dirt bikes to begin with. Then also they have like great like video ideas, like the things they do in their videos.
Yeah, like all of Nitro Circus.
Exactly.
Like, that fucking shit's insane, but he can afford to do it.
Exactly. And I'm like, man, what makes me think I'm gonna fucking come out here and be like,
and I'm gonna be a dirt bike vlogger.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a dirt bike dude. And then I go out and I fucking just
it's so hard
around.
Nowadays to come up with an idea for making a YouTube video.
That was the thing,
or a
though.
YouTube channel. I just want to do my hobby. Like, my vlogs, like, they're not fucking amazing by any means. A lot of people say they are. They're probably fucking not.
They're fun to watch.
Well,
but also we're good friends. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, dude, you're dumb. Stop.
I know. Well, you probably could say that. Like, your tattoos have been shadowed on my channel a bunch. Like, well, there was one. I was sitting on top of Mom's bus, and she's like, "What the fuck is that on your leg?" I was like, "Which one?"
Yeah.
Dawn did this, and then she's like, "Dawn, you need to fucking..."
Yeah, I know.
That was when I was using the GoPro. That was the first time I ever used the GoPro. And then the second time I used it was not that long ago. Like, I don't utilize the GoPro enough either.
Oh, dude, I love mine. I love it.
That's all you really film with, though, besides like your phone.
Yeah, I've had.
I mean, like, I got my vlog camera.
I had a Nikon.
And I got a GoPro, and I got my drone, and I got my phone.
I had a Nikon. I had a drone, but the drone didn't work out because
I haven't made a video with the drone yet, and I'm super excited for that.
I sold it on Facebook because. So here's what happened.
Should have gave it to me.
That's another thing. I had
for free $99.
I had a drone because I was getting tired of filming from my helmet.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see what I'm doing. And another thing that really
my reactions
annoys me,
and all that shit.
Not only that, but like another thing that annoys me, like I would hit a jump and I'd be in the air. I'd get like
you can't tell at all.
Exactly. It just looks like I'm doing this. I'm just doing this.
Yep.
But when I film other people jumping, I'm like, that wasn't even that good. He looks like he's 30 feet in the air.
All right, man. Well, this is getting way too heated up, way too exciting. I'm going to take a quick commercial break and brand out your channels real quick. In a minute, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
I know you guys are so engrossed by this podcast right now that you really don't want this ad to happen, but you have to go right now and subscribe to Fossil X Finders. If I know Ricky, he's gonna put the text right here and he's gonna spell it correctly. It's all one word, Fossil X Finders. Okay, love you, bye.
All right, after that amazing commercial break we just had, I love your channels, by the way.
Which one?
I don't know which one I love the most. I don't know. Whichever one you just shouted out.
The best one.
The best one. All of them.
Yeah, they're
all of them mixed together.
Well, one of them's just like it doesn't.
Well, the new one, I haven't watched any videos yet, which I feel like a shitty friend because of.
There's only 2. I've only done 2 videos.
I haven't watched either of them.
Well,
I mean, I seen the Instagram picture of the first one.
Yep.
And then I haven't seen the actual video itself.
Oh, that's another thing.
And then I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, because it dinged, because I have the notifications on for Throttle Thumpers. Yep. And then it dinged, and I was like, well, I know Don just uploaded a picture finding fossils, and then I get a ding from somebody I'm pretty sure I haven't subscribed to, Fossil X Finders.
Yep. And
I was like, who the fuck is that? And it said, finding fossils with my daughter, I'm pretty sure is the name of it.
Yep.
And I was just like, what the fuck is that? And so I didn't watch it, and then I started looking through like the subscribers of Double R TV, and I was looking at. There's no Throttle Sideline Vlogs is there. Yep. There's no Throttle Thumper there, and I was like, that must be Don's fucking new channel. He must have changed his fucking name
again.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, and then I clicked on the actual channel, and then I seen there was like 2 videos there. Dirt 224's first video, and I was like, that's Don's channel.
Yeah,
I'll watch these here in a little bit, and then you uploaded one like today.
Yeah, today actually. We filmed that one yesterday.
You want fossil? So what? Explain that channel a little bit. You just go, like, where do you go to find your fossils? And what have you guys found so far besides what I seen in the Instagram picture?
Actually, that's crazy. I was gonna bring some of the stuff I found here, but I decided against it because it smells bad.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I find it in water, so you can assume, and it's old bones and stuff.
Yeah, well, fossils.
Yeah. And
I know what fossils are.
So I gotta like clean them and shit. They don't smell very good. Mm-hmm. But like, obviously everybody that's on this channel right now is familiar with the area until it grows to where it's gonna be eventually. Mm-hmm. So like Stevens State Forest just outside of Lucas.
Yeah.
So there's part of the Whitebreast Creek runs through there.
Mm-hmm.
And initially when I started looking, it was just myself. Like this is something I've always done. I just walk through I just like being outside. I walk around. I look for crazy stuff.
Like, are you looking for like also like arrowheads and shit too?
Yeah.
At the same time, just whatever's like cool at the time.
Exactly.
Yep.
But see, the thing about like arrowheads, you can probably think right now we're talking about arrowheads. You can probably think of a billion people that you know personally that look for arrowheads.
Yeah.
How many people look?
Most of Iowans.
Exactly. Every Iowan. And another thing, it's
at one point has looked for an arrowhead.
Exactly.
Not a bunch, just at least one.
Exactly.
Every Iowan you could think of has looked for one at least.
So I was like, I'm gonna take it.
Fact check that one.
That's
by the way,
dude. Just Google search every Iowan looks for, and then it will autocorrect to arrowheads
or Buckeyes
or Buckeyes, yeah, or hedge balls.
Yeah, well, I look for those constantly. Anyways, if I see a hedge ball tree, I'm going for it because
I think you're talking about something else. Different balls.
I was looking for like the green nasty balls that keeps away spiders.
Do you know what those actually are? Those are edible.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't want to eat any of them.
It's actually called an Osage orange.
Osage orange.
Yeah, and
They look like a fucking green brain.
you can cook with them. I don't know what they taste like. I'll never try one,
They smell like shit.
but they stink.
Yeah.
They look funny, but supposedly they taste good. I'll leave that up to whoever says they taste good. I'll take their opinion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat one.
But-
I keep them to keep away spiders. That's about it.
Same.
Yeah, that's all I need those for.
So, like, but getting back to the other thing, like, everybody looks for arrowheads.
Mm-hmm.
How many people do you know look for fossils around here? Like,
The last person I knew that looked for fossils, he was on the Jurassic Park movie.
yeah. Dr.
I don't know his name.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, Doctor blah blah
Blah,
blah.
blah, blah, blah. I know
Played
Jeff
by
Goldblum was in it.
Played by the actor blah blah blah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like, everybody around here is like, oh, I find arrowheads. I'll look for arrowheads and Indian axes and, all that stuff.
fucking good for you, man.
Yeah. And I'm like,
I'm going to find a dinosaur tooth.
I'm going to find a fucking dinosaur tooth. I'm going to find, like, a fucking a vertebrae from a dolphin. Because this place used to be an ocean, dude.
Years and years and years ago.
Well, if you want to get down to it, 300 million years ago, Iowa was a shallow inland sea.
That was before land fucking just grew here.
That
Because
was-
of volcanoes.
That was, actually the Ice Age is what receded the water.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
And then also, it was still Pangea at the time. That was 300 million
I'm going to need
years
you on
ago.
a fucking second podcast because you're going to teach me about some geographical shit
Oh,
here
dude.
pretty soon.
That's another thing. Like, I know.
Every
like,
one of my podcasts so far has to have a part 2 because I couldn't get all the information in one fucking
yeah.
thing.
And it's it's a good time being here too. I'll do another
Oh,
one.
thanks, man.
It's a good time being here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Modelo time / Bush Light time.
Always Modelo time.
But so then you had your 3 separate channels. Well, they're not separate. 3 channel names.
Actually,
4 technically since you took off the S.
Yeah. So I have
And then-
2 channels.
And then you have your sideline vlogs. What have you done with sideline vlogs at all lately?
nothing.
The last one I seen, which I'm pretty sure is the last one you uploaded, was the family trip to the Omaha Zoo.
No, there's one after that.
Which one is that?
I did like a Caleb Francis or like a it was like me, but
Well,
I was playing 2 people.
I think that was before the Omaha.
No, that was after.
you sure?
Yeah.
How could you be sure?
Well, I don't know. It's been like 3 years since I've even been on the channel. I think it's just called Beers. Is that prior to the family trip?
You don't even have the option to click on videos.
Really?
Yeah, like
Is it set to private?
no, it just says like you know how you like can click videos.
Oh
at the
yeah,
top?
yeah.
It won't even let me click that.
Yeah, see, I'd already seen the Beers one was at the top.
Okay, maybe that. Well, and then it has this one, which I know was like your second one. Your first one has double RTV on it.
Yeah.
You know what? There's something I wanted to test because that beers one, since it's so short, I do want to test this to see if this will pick
If
up.
it'll play on here.
I know it'll play on
Man,
there.
I hate watching my own videos.
I'm sorry. This is one of my favorites.
I hate seeing myself on video. You know what I mean?
And you know what? Just because I'm logged on with the Countertop Podcast channel, I'm going to subscribe to this channel,
Hell yeah.
even though you haven't been on there for a while. So,
I'm going to have to get back to this.
yes, you are.
That's
because
why-
this video is so amazing.
That's the whole thing with the sideline vlogs. Like, it's just, I forgot.
And I absolutely love this video. And it might not play. Hold
I
on.
don't think you can hear it.
This might be muted. Could be. Oh, maybe not. But I'll show you what I can do.
How do you play sound?
I just disconnect from the computer. That's all I got to do.
Oh, and then just go straight through your
Straight through my phone.
Roku. Is this not the coolest fucking thing you've ever had, dude?
You know what? I use it for Countertop Podcast. That's all I
Really?
use it for.
Dude, I have a Roku as my home streaming thing.
So I'll just go to YouTube real quick. And
Hey, dude. Oh,
So I got the test results back. Hey. Yeah, what they say?
I want more videos like this from now on.
This is what I wanted
Apparently
to do.
it's like super normal to have 4 testicles. It happens to like
I fucking love this so
like
much.
2 or 3% of the people ever. It's fucking weird. I mean, whatever. If you're not sick, who cares? It's fucking shit's whatever. Are you drinking a fucking beer? Yeah, why? I just didn't know you drank beer. Can I have one? I don't think you can handle it, honestly.
Have you seen this?
Bullshit. I drink beer all the time. I always drink beer. I chug so much beer. Last time, I chugged all the beers at the beer party. Chugged all the beers at the beer party, huh? Alright, I'll give you a beer. But you have to chug it. Yeah, fine. Whatever. I'll fucking chug the whole beer.
I will too. I swear to God.
Alright.
You're drinking the same Adams right there, weren't you? Yeah.
Oktoberfest, that's my shit.
Yep. Oktoberfest is good.
Here you
Yeah.
go.
Who'd you hand it to?
Thank you.
Me. The other version of myself.
Smells different than I remember. The hell was that? Did you just fucking gag?
These are hard to make, dude.
No.
I know.
Fuck no.
After this one, I tried making one too.
There's all my bikes in the background too. I had to make sure and do that. I'm like, look at all my bikes, look.
Fucking pussy.
Yeah, I fucking love that video.
So that's the thing. I don't know how other people record those, but I just did. I did each part separately as one entire video and then chopped them together.
When I did it one time on my channel because right after I seen that video, I was like, "Motherfucker, got to before I did," because I was about to make a video like that
Of course
on
you
the
were.
on the vlog channel.
You fucker.
And then you made that one, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!" All right, well, I tried it, and what I did, I just went back and forth, and I made each clip so I knew exactly what I was saying to the next clip instead of trying to rehearse each thing that other me was saying.
That's what I was doing. I had on my.
But when I edited it, I had like fucking 16 videos just to that part, and when I edited it, I added like 32 clips together into one video. And
It's like each, you have 32 videos, but it ends up being like a 3-minute video.
yeah,
That's what I was pissed off about this. It took me like 5 or 6 hours to fucking make that, and it's like 3 minutes.
yeah. It was like 2:37.
That's why it was so much easier doing the dirt bike thing, because I didn't even edit anything. I just put the fucking videos together.
Yeah, well, I edit a little bit like on Double R TV. You know what? I spend more time editing the podcast than I ever did on any of my vlogs. It's because I have to take audio and clips and shit. But
That's why I was asking you before we started. Like, this has got to be.
and then to render the video to upload it.
Oh yeah,
The last one,
the amount of time.
the one last night, because it came out to be like an hour and 17 minutes. It took over, I think it was like 3.5 hours to render it, and then it took like 2.5 hours to upload it.
Yep.
So that's like 6 hours out of my
And then
fucking
how long
day.
to process?
Oh, it didn't take that long to process. I just
Oh,
went to
dude.
sleep, and then I woke up and it was processed.
That's the thing. Like the sideline one. I think if we had the time to come together and do a channel with us, it would be that's our ticket, dude.
You need to stop having kids.
Hey man, I'm a family guy.
Well,
Call me Peter. I'm a family guy.
I'll call you Peter Dontimus Prime.
Yeah.
That's your middle name, Peter Don Prime
My middle name's Eugene.
Modello.
By the way,
I know. Donald Eugene. Peter Donald Eugene Prime Gibson.
I thought you knew me better than that. But that's what I told...
I met you earlier today, and you told me about all this stuff, and I asked you to be on the podcast.
This is all a fever dream. You're not even actually doing anything.
Oh, well, that
You're
sucks.
sick laying in bed right now.
All right, man. So I asked you to come here to teach me about some monsters and aliens and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got...
you guys hard railed.
Yeah, we got introduced to Don and the channels. And we wanted to talk about some monsters and shit. Like, so how deep into monsters are we going? Like,
okay, so
first of all, aliens.
Yeah,
that's pretty self-explanatory, but like monsters, like, does Yeti and Bigfoot count as a monster, or like are we going like
I think they're under
balls
the
to
same
wall, like,
umbrella.
balls to wall as like dragons and fucking Loch Ness monster and shit like that?
Man, you're just like pinging stuff off me, and I just want to talk about all of it.
All right, let's go.
Talk about all of it.
All right,
let's start with aliens.
you start where you want to start, because
I'll start with aliens.
you brought me this list. So
here's the thing. Now that it's coming to my mind, like the ancient alien thing,
I haven't watched any of that show, but it's been on my list for I don't know how fucking long.
I want to use the word, do you subscribe to the theory?
Absolutely, I believe in aliens 100%.
I mean, do you know the whole theory behind the ancient alien thing?
No.
So,
like aliens built the pyramids and shit like that?
It's much more than that. It's way deeper than that.
I do know about that one because I've believed that for a long, long fucking time.
That's a huge thing. Like,
because back in the fucking times when they built the pyramids of Giza,
mm-hmm.
when they built those, they had fucking
it was the
like
fucking
chisels and hammers.
Bronze Age, dude.
When they had chisels and fucking hammers and didn't have any mechanical equipment.
Do you know anything?
And
about
they carried them. I think it was like 400 miles from the ravine that they chiseled the rocks out of
to where
and I
they
think
were.
they're 3,000 pounds apiece. I think
They're
2,000.
They're several tons.
Okay, several tons.
Yeah, each block is several tons.
And carried them this fucking
all the
far,
way there,
and
I stacked them all up.
And I think it was like 560 something fucking stones per pyramid, and it only took them a couple years.
5 times that in the Great Pyramid alone. We're getting real Joe Rogan right now, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Yeah, hell yeah. So like the Pyramid of Giza, this is funny. I was just talking to my woman about this. So every once in a while, I talk her ear off about like crazy fucking aliens.
And she's like, "Yeah, what do you want on your burger?"
Anyway, yeah. So you're dumb, and I'm like, I know. Just listen to what I'm saying.
Just listen to what I'm saying and appreciate me as a human.
Yeah. So like the Great Pyramid of Giza, just the one Pyramid of Giza alone, the biggest one, you know?
Yep, the one in the middle.
So with modern techniques, like everything we have at our disposal today, it would take us like over 20 years to replicate it. They built it
insane.
In the lifespan of one pharaoh because supposedly it was his tomb.
And that's just one pyramid compared to the other two, which are like half the size, right?
Yeah. They built it in his lifespan because he was supposed to die and be put in it. Which I can't remember which one. Ramses comes to mind, but obviously I don't think it was him. That's just the only reason he's coming to my mind is because obviously he's the most popular.
And I want to say like Xerxes, but
that's from 300.
Was Xerxes
he's
was
Persian.
No, well, he was actually Egyptian. He had No, I'm thinking of 10,000 BC.
You are.
They had Egyptians.
Exactly.
Never mind.
And they show that was kind of like out there. They were showing mammoths building the Great
Pulling
Pyramids.
Yeah, I was thinking of the wrong movie. Whoops.
Which, you know, at the same time, mammoths did exist at the same time the pyramids were starting being built.
So that could have helped, but still.
They wouldn't get them there because they were in like Siberia. They're in like subarctic areas.
What if it was an Egyptian?
You can't have a woolly mammoth in the desert.
You could.
They will die of heat.
You could wake up afterwards and think they were there.
Oh, yeah, like this podcast. It's a fever dream. It's a fever
Anyways,
dream.
Go back to...
the ancient alien thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got like super duper into it a long time ago, so forgive me if I have anything wrong. Which there's going to be a lot of stuff that I have wrong, but I'm going to explain it as stupidly as my brain will let me.
That's fine.
So it
That's fine,
basically
as long as we get it to the point sometime.
it basically says that, like, you know, at one point during our evolution, like as a species as a whole on planet Earth, that aliens came from somewhere else and they came here, and we were just barely past the point of being apes. We were just barely becoming human,
And that's when
and they gene spliced us. They were like, we're gonna build. So this is where it branches. There's two separate thoughts. Is that they built us to be a slave species to mine gold, and that's why we still find gold to be the most precious mineral today, because it's been instilled in our mind. Because we are slave species.
isn't diamonds the most precious?
Gold is way more than diamonds. Diamonds are fabricated. That's not like an actual.
Well, okay, yeah. I guess you can't just find diamonds,
You can, but
but they've been
the market
compressed
for
over.
diamonds is different than the market for gold. Like,
Okay.
remember our money was backed by gold?
yeah. They
So-
had as much gold as there was money in the world.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
No, it was like say you have $1. So you're giving somebody that coupon, your $1. It used to be, it's not anymore, but that used to be worth $1 in gold. That's why our money was even worth anything, because essentially you're saying, here is $1 worth of gold. If you want to trade this for gold, you'll get $1 worth of gold, which is, I'm assuming, a speck, because it's very expensive.
It's like, oh, let me see a sand.
Yeah,
real
it's
quick.
like a grain of sand for $1. But our money is no longer backed by gold. It's just paper now. No longer.
That's why there's strips and shit now.
Exactly.
Nowadays.
So like that's where it splits. People say we're a slave species, genetically engineered by somebody from a far off planet to mine gold, because I don't remember what they used it for. Fuel or something like that. Something along the lines. They wanted it for some
I need
reason.
to watch this fucking show.
You do, dude. It's a lot of people call it whatever. I don't like go full in with conspiracies and all that. I don't go full in. I'm not like,
I'm saying
the
you need
Earth
to-
is flat. We're made by aliens. Blah blah. 9/11 was inside. I'm not fully into all of it. I take it all with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you're
I just
you're
like-
here or there.
Yeah, I like hearing from all sides.
Is it that time already? Time for another commercial break for your second channel, Sideline Vlogs. I want to
Well-
hear that infomercial.
Okay, cool.
We'll be right back after Sideline Vlogs.
Once again, I'm sorry to take your time from this fucking absolutely perfect podcast to tell you guys to subscribe to my other channel, Sideline Vlogs.
Circle.
We are back. The red circle. We are back from that awesome commercial break about Sideline Vlogs, and I cannot wait to see how much the subscriber number goes up. I didn't know how to word that right. I can't wait to see how much that number goes up. See, that was much better.
There you go. So
Okay,
yeah.
So
Anyway, where I was at was like the theory, like the ancient alien theory. There's this book I read. I suck at like reading and retaining knowledge, but I read this book a few times. It's called
to get it right.
yeah.
Okay.
It's called The Chariot of the Gods.
I've heard of
the
that.
Gods.
I've heard of
It's
that.
written by a guy called Eric von Daniken. And he is actually
Hell of a last name.
yeah. He's actually the guy that like essentially came up with the ancient alien theory. Because he's like, there's no way all of these cultures are doing the same thing at the same time.
So there's one thing I wanted to ask. So we know that the aliens made the Great Pyramids.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is that whole show just about like the Great Pyramids, or is
No.
there like
No.
what other?
Well, let me blow your mind real quick.
Oh, do it, please.
Okay, so
I want
the
the podcast to see my mind blown.
So you know the Egyptian pyramids, right?
Yes.
Did you know that the entire world at that time was building pyramids?
No.
Not just the Egyptians.
How do people know that though? For sure.
Because the dating.
Carbon dating.
No, most of these civilizations kept some type of calendar, whether it be by the stars or the sun-moon cycle.
Okay.
So they can like calculate from each civilization's calendar at what time what went on. So like, okay, so you know the Aztecs? You're obviously familiar with the Aztecs.
I did a good project on the Aztecs back in 5th grade.
So you know the Aztecs built pyramids?
Yeah.
Did you know they built their pyramids at the exact same time that the Egyptians built theirs? Do you know how far apart they are?
Way.
Sea travel didn't even exist then.
It was way far apart because Mexico compared to
Egypt.
yeah. Well, it'd be
Thousands
this way,
of miles, I'm going to say. I don't know
Yeah.
the exact number.
Well, clear across the entire United States, clear across the Atlantic,
exactly.
clear across all of South America up to Egypt.
Yeah.
So
So
that's long ways.
okay, so let's put it this way. Here's Egypt. Here's the Aztecs.
Mexico.
They built pyramids at the same time.
Without
How?
knowing anybody was
They
there.
no, they didn't have any type of communication.
that's what I'm saying. There's no communication. Aliens here, aliens there.
It had to be. It had to be.
And how would they come up with the same fucking geographical,
same shape.
Fucking
yeah. Who knows?
But really, the Aztec pyramids weren't like identical.
They were step pyramids, which is
Yeah,
what the
they were-
Egyptians started building.
Yeah,
There are step pyramids in Egypt.
The Aztec ones, they're like elongated too. They're not just.
They're wider.
They're not like five-sided triangles either, or four-sided triangles.
Actually, dude, the Great Pyramid is 8 sides.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
Yeah.
I just knew it was. Dun,
So
dun, dun,
you know it's
and
the
bottom.
four sides, but it's also concaved in the middle of each 4 side. You can only see it during the summer equinox. It casts shadows and it's 8-sided.
Well, that's fucking amazing. That's the part that blew my mind.
Do you know what the fuck kind of math it would take to build that out of rocks?
Yeah,
I don't even know, dude.
I have no idea.
I failed algebra.
For how long?
Exactly.
That's
How
more
long?
like geography,
Yeah, dude. That's
or not geography.
that's physics,
What's the fucking? I don't even know.
geometry.
Geometry.
There you go.
I know. See, I don't know shapes.
It's physics. It's geometry. It's fucking the people that build stuff. What are they called?
Engineers
Yeah, it's all of that combined into one.
combined
And it was-
into
and
aliens.
This is another thing. They were in the Bronze Age. Do you know how soft bronze is? You can't cut a rock with bronze.
No.
You'll fucking dent it.
Yeah, you'll fucking dent the bronze before you get halfway through.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
anything.
that's how they're like, how the hell did they even quarry these? There's another thing. I don't know the name of it because I'm not a fucking scholar in this area. I'm just a guy that watches. I
Shows.
consume most of my media is consumed through YouTube. Like a lot of what
yeah,
I
me
watch
too.
is
which,
on YouTube.
Which a lot of the YouTube shit is bullshit.
Yeah. But
But-
you know, if you've been like I've been a fucking YouTube junkie since I was like 16.
Oh yeah.
You can see through the bullshit if you've been on YouTube long enough.
You know where the bullshit's at.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I call it the dark side, you know?
That's
like,
the dark side of
That's
YouTube.
that's how I bring people into it. I'm like, man, I get into the dark side of YouTube. And they're like, excuse me, what? You're not watching cat videos?
You're not watching Double RTV.
Yeah. You're not watching sideline vlogs? But that's what I say. That's how I like bring it up to people. I'm like, man, I was watching YouTube last night. I got on the dark side. No, motherfucker, I started there. I'm just like Aztec, Egyptian influence. There we go.
And then you just get all this fucking crazy knowledge that you really don't need, but it's very fucking interesting.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to research what I research. I just
Yeah,
do
like
it
that
for
was
my
fucking
own.
thousands of years ago.
Exactly.
And you're just like, I just want to know, man.
I just
'cause
like
it's
the
fucking
alien
interesting.
Egyptian
and it's amazing,
connection.
and I love it. Fucking the whole Egyptian hieroglyph pharaoh.
Egypt
all
is
that
just
shit.
fascinating in general, dude.
Yeah, like they spoke through pictures.
Yeah.
For fuck's
They
sake.
do.
Like,
They invented emojis.
I mean, I can't read, but like I like pictures, but like I can't fucking read the pictures.
Yeah. Bird, squiggle, lotus leaf, person.
Person, dog,
All you
And that-
Egyptian people, tell me what I just said.
and that means Modelo time.
Oh,
I think.
dude, yeah. Bird, beer can, chili.
Modelo time.
Modelo.
For
time.
sure. All right, so enough about the
Yeah.
Egyptian subject.
Hey, what about Bigfoot?
Bigfoot,
What do you think about Bigfoot?
he fucking loves Slim Jims for sure.
Yo, he's a
He does.
slim jimmer.
What do they call him? They call him something else. They don't call him Bigfoot. Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Yeah. don't mess with Sasquatch.
Yep.
Bigfoot, I absolutely believe in. There's been loads and tons of fucking photo evidence.
Yeah.
But there's never been like up close. It's always from like a mile away with a zoomed in camera. Fucking
That's one of the most annoying things about they're called cryptids, right?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
cryptozoology is the blanket term.
Yeah,
for
and then,
people
like,
that is-
same thing with like the Loch Ness fucking
Yeah,
picture.
it's a cryptid.
The famous Loch Ness picture.
That's fake,
Yeah.
by the way. It's been proven.
Yeah,
the
I
guy
know.
that did
I know.
it came out.
He came out of the closet.
Did you did you know that there's like quite a few Bigfoot sightings in our area?
You know what? Have you ever watched the YouTube channel Slapped Ham?
I've heard of it.
It's so amazing.
I've seen a few. They have like the pig, the little cartoon pig. Yeah.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
And they have so many like paranormal things. Most of their shit's like all paranormal hauntings and shit.
Yeah.
But they do have like a sighting of like a Bigfoot type creature chasing a fucking car.
No.
I'm-
Is it from a Russian dash cam?
It's from somebody like in the back seat like filming like a field that they're driving by, and like some like humanoid type creature starts chasing them down the fucking road.
Oh, humanoid is such an annoying term.
That's what they said in
I
the video.
know.
I was just copying, but like you can't really tell if it's covered in hair because every one of those videos is always like a little
It's
bit
grainy and shaky
Yeah.
and
maybe they don't have that good of cameras in
somebody
Russia.
get a fucking Nikon.
Or get a Canon like I got.
Probably, yeah. Get a fucking
Probably.
keep a GoPro on you.
I don't know, but
At
like
least.
and there was another one. It was you could tell it was a man and he had no clothes on. But that's not relevant really, but
That video was creepy.
it was. Yeah, me and
What's
Amanda
a
watched
naked
it.
man doing chasing people?
I don't
anyway?
know. But there was a car.
Going like
The car was going like probably at least 30 at least. And this guy was
Just hauling ass.
he was catching up from like a block away really
Holy
fucking quick.
shit.
And the other people are talking and they're talking at like the exact same time. Like their voice isn't sped up and this guy is just fucking booking it quick.
Damn.
And like he was on something.
That's
But,
another
like,
thing.
Like paranormal type shit.
Can
It's
you
like
spot
fucking-
CGI no matter what video you're watching? Have you ever been
Not all
fooled
the
by
time.
CGI?
a little bit. Like I seen a porno one time and it was fucking crazy.
Was
No.
it Avatar?
Yeah, that CGI, that CGI was intense. Like
Yeah,
I
well-
thought they were actually doing that. And I thought they were in Pandora.
Oh, dude.
Like it was
For
incredible.
Sure.
It was
Na'vi.
No, like sometimes I can tell exactly, like that shit's fake, but like sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. Like on in like YouTube videos, it's kind of hard to
Especially
fake
when you
that.
can't fix the quality.
yeah. Like if you could fix the quality and then make that guy like run that fast, like that's got to be fake.
Yeah.
But like the quality was still shit, but that guy was fucking still booking it. And,
I
like,
can-
He looks at the camera and he has like a fucking crazy face. Like you can't really CGI something like you can't take a picture of. You know?
Have you ever seen like any
That
of the
easy?
goblins or anything? Have you seen any of those
I-
videos?
Yeah, I seen a goblin running across the kitchen floor one time. Like that shit's.
That's CGI.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that was on Slapped Ham one time.
Yeah, dude. I think that's where I see. Did you ever see the video of the guys riding bikes in the Himalayas, or somewhere like that? It wasn't a snowy mountain. It was like a woodland area, but it was in Asia.
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, these guys are out riding bikes. They were doing, and it probably came up because at the time I was watching a lot of dirt bike videos, and also I was into the paranormal, which I've always been into the paranormal. But
Yeah.
my tastes, aside from paranormal, cryptids, cryptozoology, all of that, ancient aliens, my other tastes are on a very wide spectrum. Like
Dirt bikes.
skateboards, dirt bikes,
Tattoos.
what have you. Obviously tattoos.
No, not at all. No tattoos.
Fuck tattoos.
I don't have a.
You have a
leg-
tattoo, you're gay.
I don't have a leg full of tattoos from you at all.
I don't do tattoos
Never, ever.
anymore. Ever.
Well, then give me your fucking gun. I'm gonna start doing it myself.
Anyway,
Yeah, get back to it.
so these guys, they're riding bikes in like a rainforesty type area.
Yep.
And this thing runs by. It runs by. As they're coming around, it comes out of some tall grass and runs across the path and into other tall grass. And they slowed down the video a bunch of times and freezed frames and everything. And each time, I'm like, at first when it ran by, I'm like, these motherfuckers are using Adobe. Come on.
Yeah.
And then as they slowed it down and freezed frames and fixed, you know, have you seen where they like freeze the frame and they scrub the picture?
Like it clarifies it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, this shit, that it looked like the dude from Harry. It looked like Dobby.
Oh,
Straight up.
really?
But real.
Running like abnormally fucking fast.
It looked like a little dude with long ears. It was fucking crazy. And then also in that region that they were in, there are reports of like a little guy that's fucking likes they give him offerings of cigars and beer to leave their children alone. And
Really?
they think
What
it
the
was,
fuck?
They think it was that cryptid.
So do you believe in that?
I don't know. Like I said, I take it all with a grain of salt.
Well,
But
have you seen like some Slenderman videos
yeah,
ever?
have you heard of
Have you-
man?
So what's your take on that? Because
Have you heard of
watched
a
this one.
tulpa? Do you know what a tulpa is?
no.
It's basically like you imagine something into reality. They say that Slender Man
It's
is
kind of like a
tulpa.
Okay. Is that like a Spanish term?
I'm not sure what language it is. I just
Tulpa.
know
It sounds.
that's
It doesn't sound English to me.
it's not.
But that doesn't matter. But I seen a video. I'm pretty sure it was in like Czechoslovakia. It was on one of those Slapped Ham videos too, or Russia or something like that. And this guy set up a camera just stationary, and he got a brand new motorcycle or a brand new car or something. He went to go drive a mile down the road and back to see how quick he could do it on just a straightaway. And like when he took off, you could see somewhere on the other far away pan of it, there was like a tall guy in a dress suit just walking, and then by the time he got back, he was gone.
fuck.
You know, and the guy uploaded it, and then he finally looked, and he seen
Those
like,
are my favorite.
there
too.
was something fucking
where
wrong
they're
with
like they upload the video and then later they're like, oh shit, hey, did you notice this? And the uploader's like, excuse me, what?
it. Yeah, and then like the comments fucking tell you there's
Yeah.
because you get home, you don't even look at it, you just get home and upload it, and
You're
blah,
all
blah, blah.
excited. You're like, man, I went so fast on my bike today. I can't wait for people to see
And then
this."
you see something in the fucking
And then they're
background,
like,
and it's fucked up.
motherfucker. So a tulpa, dude. Like if you sat here in your house and your feelings toward something were so strong, like you had an imaginary creature in your mind and your feelings toward it were so strong, you would think it into being.
If Dobby came here, that'd be sweet. Like I'll imagine him to life because he's nice.
My dog kind of looks like Dobby. That's my tulpa.
You wished him into existence.
Yeah.
You wish / dreamed him into existence.
They say also that Bigfoot may be a tulpa.
From somebody's mind somewhere out there. And now he's just living
like,
in his land.
That's the thing. Like we're all in agreement that that Bigfoot is a thing. You know.
Oh yeah.
So like
Everybody's heard of it for the longest fucking time, and now Slim just made it a joke.
exactly. But at the same time, like so there was this experiment that these kids in college did, where there was this place that there was a Bigfoot sighting. And these kids in college, man, I wish I had references to all of this so that I could fact check myself.
Okay, got you.
Oh, yeah.
You have internet right here.
So check Bigfoot tulpa. Just do that. Or is Bigfoot a tulpa? Or, you know how to search.
How do you spell Topla?
Exactly how it sounds. T-U-L.
See, I was using it. Oh,
It's either tulpa or tulpo. I'm not sure. Just
Tulpa.
try that.
It'll probably say Tulsa.
Tulpa. There you go.
Tulpa is a concept in mysticism and the paranormal of a being or object which is created throughout spiritual or mental powers. The British Bigfoot as a tulpa.
Wait.
Mystery. Bigfoot is a tulpa, which is an entity that starts existing.
Okay, so anyway, I'll just tell while we're looking.
Slenderman and tulpas. I was just talking about Slender.
Dude,
You know
I
how
told
fucking
you.
creepy that shit
Yeah.
is? Shit like that fucking creeps me
That's
out.
where
Just like
that's
it is
that's
by
where I
itself.
was saying like Slender Man is the 20th century tulpa, because it has to be through a connection like all humans are connected spiritually.
Mhm.
There's some sort of fabric that connects all of us. If we all think about something,
Here it's saying Bigfoot is a ghost.
Nike.
Schnikey.
So this, I may have heard it on a podcast or read it somewhere. I don't know where I heard it, but I know I heard about this. So somewhere a college did an experiment. There was there was a Bigfoot sighting near this college. So these college kids went out and made like a cardboard cutout of the Bigfoot and pretended to make a sighting video with it. They took it down, but it had already gained so much momentum that people were coming to see that Bigfoot.
Yeah, I've heard about those before too.
As they were filming, people were out there filming, blah, 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 this and that. There was a sighting of all of the students and the people there. They didn't have the cutout out there or nothing. You know, they didn't have the fake sighting, but they had so many people in one area wanting to see something. Like, they had all that energy there that they created it as a tulpa, essentially.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Teach me a little bit about the Loch Ness monster, because I mean I've done some research and I've read a lot about those things, and that actually if I could find it, I don't have it. I talked about it last night on my other vlog or
podcast.
See, I told you I messed that up. I've been so used to vlogging, I forgot that I'm doing a podcast instead. I used to have this thing called Weird and Wild and Mystical or whatever, and they would send you new cards and stuff every month, and the first thing you get is like a cool box, and it has all sorts of different crazy creatures, and then they get to like the mythical spot, and you have dragons and Bigfoot and Loch Ness monster and fairies and all sorts of crazy shit.
Mystics,
yeah, and like the Kraken was probably one of them too.
Oh, dude, right here, Kraken.
Oh yeah, got you. If I could find that,
we both have Kraken tattoos, by the way.
Yeah,
There we go.
just rip the shirt off and
just fucking flex it.
No, I want to try to find it on here because I used to have it. It used to be sent to me every month when I was like 7 or 8 years old.
Were they actual physical cards?
Yeah, like you would hold the cards and you can, like, it'd be all sorts of different animals all over.
Did it have like info on them and stuff?
Yeah, there was info.
That's cool.
And like there was alligators. Tell you everything about an alligator, how long they can be, and like it had all the craziest fucking animals you could think of.
Have you heard that they're trying to explain Nessie as either being a giant eel or a sturgeon?
Or the camera is too zoomed in?
Well, that's the thing. There's so many sightings without evidence. Like, you know, what's the saying we only use now? Picture or it didn't happen. Video or it didn't happen.
And it's
You know what I
legitimately called Lake Loch Ness now, isn't it?
It always has been. It's been the Loch Ness.
And then weird. I'm never going to be able to find this. Oh, I spelled weird wrong.
Yeah, you did. So Nessie is like, they're trying to say that it's a plesiosaur left over from the age of the dinosaurs. I'm not sure. Miocene, maybe. No, Miocene was mammals. Pleistocene era, which is when the plesiosaurs.
Weird and Wild. That's what it is. That's what I used to have right there.
It came in a box like that.
Yeah, it was a black box, and you opened it, and it had just.
Was it like a subscription service?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And I had it when I was way, way young. It probably doesn't even exist anymore. But it was so cool. Like I would get new cards, like 10 new cards like every week, or like every couple weeks or whatever, and you would just add them into your box, whichever category they went, and they'd give you all like.
Do you remember the stats on anything?
Not really. There was only a couple I remember, but.
So anyway,
they were so cool.
They say it's a
continue.
plesiosaur that made it through the Ice Age and everything, which is also what I'm about to say is also argument for the non-existence of Bigfoot.
This is gonna be an extra long podcast because we unfortunately have to go to another commercial break. See, I was doing the dramatic pause.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
I know you guys are so engrossed by this podcast right now that you really don't want this ad to happen, but you have to go right now and subscribe to Fossil X Finders. If I know Ricky, he's gonna put the text right here and he's gonna spell it correctly. It's all one word, Fossil X Finders. Okay, love you, bye.
So why was that ad the same as the first one?
I have no idea, bro. You're the one that edits this shit.
Yeah, I hate repeats, but whatever.
So about plesiosaur.
Yeah,
right?
a plesiosaur, which is the long neck dinosaur that Nessie is modeled after.
Isn't that like a brontosaurus?
No,
that's like the really long neck.
That's the land version.
Oh.
The four
Oh,
leg.
you're talking about like
the water one.
you know what? That Weird and Wild thing has all sorts of different types of dinosaurs too.
Oh, dude, I'm so into dinosaurs.
Dude, and it has the Giganotosaurus.
Gigantosaurus? Yeah.
Gigantosaurus? I thought it was Giganotosaurus. Whatever.
Giganota?
Something.
There's a Giganotosaurus. There's
I've never heard of that.
There's a Titanosaur.
I don't know. They're fucking huge.
Dude,
And one of them was red.
There was
that.
a long neck dinosaur discovered in Argentina. It's called Titanosaurus. The motherfucker, the neck was like 100 feet long.
Holy
just the
fucking
neck.
Christ.
Yeah. They found one of the neck vertebrae, which is how they came into realizing how big it was. And the single vertebrae from the neck was like the size of this table.
I figured it'd be like the size of a car.
No. Dude, the body was like the size of a double-decker bus.
Jesus.
Yeah, imagine that fucker walking around. It'd be just,
I would love that, dude. If there was
earthquakes.
I wish there was dinosaurs around still.
Me too. I'd love to see one. There better be time travel in our fucking lifetime. If it's not already real,
I got a whole big long podcast I just did with Cade. It wasn't the whole podcast, but like we had like a big long, probably 20-minute subject about time travel.
I should have done my research and watched that one prior to this, so I didn't.
You probably should have
cross-reference anything.
Dude, the time travel subject was insane. I'm not going to go back over it with you and tell the exact same thing I told last week.
Yeah.
But
I'll just watch it.
Yeah, watch it, and then we'll have our second podcast, and then we can elaborate a little bit more.
Yeah, cool. Oh,
right.
So anyway, what I was getting into was...
the existence of, or non-existence of Bigfoot.
So this is the argument for the non-existence of Bigfoot as well as Nessie, is the fact that if there was a breeding population of an apex predator of that size, they would have been long identified. Long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Because a breeding population...
Bunches of them around.
And not only that, like... Lake Loch Ness is fucking huge. It is huge, and it's
Where's it by?
Very deep.
Is it like by Ireland?
It's in Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
I said Ireland. I was close.
Close. They both end in land.
Yeah, land.
So that was the argument for Bigfoot as well. People were like, well, if apex predator, a fucking great ape, existed in northern America, we would have found bones, a live sample, a body. There would have been some sort of evidence by now.
Yeah.
Because the reports have been happening since like the 40s.
Fucking wow. He's
probably
longer he's getting
than
up there
that.
in age.
Actually, Sasquatch is the Indian name for it. So even Indian tribes in North America have Bigfoot sightings.
Yeah, and he's getting up there in age. So
yeah,
in case he's the only one, he's probably just like sitting there reading a book, drinking some hot cocoa or whatever.
There can't be just one because there's across the board and even into Canada there's sightings. And
but the bigger you are, the faster you can walk. You can get across land fucking a lot faster.
Oh, that's what I was saying. So at the top of the podcast, remember I was saying there was sightings of Bigfoot here near us.
Oh, yeah.
So my boss, I'm not going to say his name or nothing because he probably doesn't want anybody to know this because he's
maybe he subscribed. You might want to shout out.
He's a huge Sasquatch fan. He is a huge Bigfoot fan.
Is he a big Slim Jim fan too?
Probably.
Just because of the whole Sasquatch shit?
Yeah. So he told me
I wouldn't eat Slim Jims otherwise.
By the way, that's not Slim Jim. That's Jack Links.
Oh, it is Jack Links. We've been wrong this whole fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
Figure Wild Side.
It's Jack Links.
Damn.
Never mind.
Everybody's gonna be halfway through this podcast be like, it's Jack Links, you fucking idiots.
Slim Jim's like missing.
You know what? You know what?
Slim Jim is the guy. It's Macho Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Step into a Slim Jim, brother.
You know what? I'm not going to get a sponsor from Slim Jim. I know that because I don't even know their shit.
Yeah, I know, same.
Jack Links is better. Sorry.
But my boss told me that he's seen a Bigfoot near his house. And he lives over by White Breast, where I was fossil hunting, actually.
Can you imagine like if you would have seen a fucking Bigfoot as you were fossil hunting?
Dude, that was something I wanted to bring up as well.
You know what? Your channel would fucking skyrocket, and I'd be so mad.
Instantly.
I'd be so
It'd be
mad.
way cooler than riding with the DNR and a Craigslist guy. But that was something I wanted to tell you too. Like the first time I went fossil hunting, it was just myself. I just went alone. I wanted to relax.
Did you video anything?
No,
you
I
just
didn't.
you just
I
went by
didn't
yourself?
video until the third time. So I went once alone. I went once with my daughter
Yep.
prior, and then the third time I went. The second time I went with my daughter is my first video.
So the second time with your daughter
Yeah,
was the first/second video on Fossil X
it was the first video.
Finders.
The first video was so I went.
Well, you have Dirt 224 as your first video.
Well, yeah, I guess
That's
it'd be
nostalgia.
yeah, it's there. It's there for my own personal preference or reason.
So your first Fossil X Finders video
was my third time fossil hunting.
Okay, and then your fourth time now was with the whole gang that you
Yeah.
just uploaded today.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so
I'm all up to date now.
The time that I went alone, I was walking. I was just walking a creek. I was in a bigger area of the river, and I found a tributary, which is a smaller creek that leads into a
Okay.
river.
Yep.
And I'm walking up that, and I'm just, I'm totally focused on what I'm doing. I'm looking for anything that looks like a fossil or a bone or an arrowhead. I'm just
Yep. Just
zoned
looking
in.
for the right thing.
Next thing I know, dude, just out of fucking nowhere, I got scared.
You got like that paranormal feeling.
Dude, I just got scared. I'm in the middle of the fucking woods, so far away from civilization. Which also, I was talking to a coworker about this, which a bunch of people have got lost where I was at, or in the
Out in
general
Stevens
area.
Forest, right?
Yeah, dude, Stevens Forest is so huge. People get lost out there all the time. I was
Yeah.
unaware of that.
I've heard there's people that have like died out there.
Yeah,
before.
dude, people get lost and die out there.
Starvation.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
Yeah. So I'm
That's
out
the
there.
problem with nowadays people nowadays. They don't know how to survive
In the
out
woods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good thing we're smart.
I know. That's another thing.
Ish.
I'm like, I can survive in the woods.
I could, but I'd just be like mad. Like
I'd be angry about not having modern amenities. I'd be like Amish. I'd be like, man, these people, how do you do this?
this sucks.
Yeah.
Like
But
I'd go to sit on a log and like go to check Facebook. I'm like, oh yeah, no fucking phone.
Yeah. Battery's dead. Fuck. Or you have no service.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, duh. So anyway, I'm out there. I'm in the river, and I'm just like, I'm hunched down. I'm looking through the water, and I'm like, oh, I hope I find the newest fossil discovery. I hope I make a breakthrough.
You hear
I
a
just
stick
get
break and you're like,
fame. I didn't hear nothing, dude. All I could hear is the water running and nature around me. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I felt like I get back to my truck and I'm thinking about it, and I just started laughing because I felt like a white-tailed deer. Because I'm like hunkered down, I'm like looking, and I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like, run back to my truck, ran back to my truck, and I'm like,
fuck these fossils.
wait, what the fuck? What? I just got scared out of nowhere, just instantly. I'm like, oh my god, I'm scared. I gotta go.
Then you start thinking about it like, fuck, there might have been something like
Yeah,
right
like,
behind me.
what?
You have that.
I just had a feeling.
Internal instinct. Fucking just.
What's
click.
it called, dude? My fight or flight.
Yeah, it just
It
clicked out of nowhere.
I was like,
And then-
oh my god, I gotta go.
so you just admitted that you're a flight type person. You're not,
In
you're not a
that
fight.
instance, yeah.
When you're by yourself and
Dude,
you know,
yeah, I
and
was
you know
alone.
and you know you're by yourself, and then all of a sudden it's just like, fuck this, I'm out,
I had walked probably 5 miles at that point.
and then ran 5 miles.
Well, I didn't run the whole way. Look at me, dude. You look like I fucking ran 5 miles. Regardless, I was scared, walking quickly. And then I had to do this at one point. But I get back to my truck and I'm like, why did I just do that? I'm like,
I'm
like,
going back to go fucking find some more shit.
I'm taking my daughter. I'm gonna leave her so I can get away quicker. No.
And then you took your daughter and 2 boys,
My whole family.
and then your wife with you. Like, leave all them. I'm
Yeah,
out.
I'm like, I'm the fastest one. I fucking know it. My legs are big.
You're like, I've already done this a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I'm gonna find out what it really was.
But
But I don't know what. And that's another thing. I was talking to my uncle Gary.
Oh yeah.
He's a Vietnam vet. So this dude's not scared of nothing.
He knows that fight or flight shit. He's
Yeah.
like, I would have stayed there.
He don't flight, not a fucking thing, dude. He's a bad motherfucker.
You better tell him to go fossil hunt with you next
He
time.
wants
if
to
you're going
actually.
by yourself.
Dude, he keeps yelling. He keeps bitching at me because he's like, every time you go, you
You
don't
know what you
invite
should
me.
do? You know what you should do?
What?
Get out there with him, get 3 miles into the woods, and then just bolt, take
Just be
off.
like, oh my
fucking
god!
Just fucking take off and don't say a fucking thing.
I turn around,
And see
he's
what he
loading
says.
an AR. He's got a bayonet.
Like, where the fuck did you get that? He's
What?
like, I keistered it.
Yeah, I keistered it. I'm telling him you said that, by the way.
Oh, have at it. I talk to him almost every day at Casey's.
But I told him about that because he was like, "Oh, you rock hunt? I want to go. I want to try that." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, you should come with me, be on video." And he's like, I told him about that. I said, "Dude, I was out there one time and I just out of nowhere I just got scared. Some sort of presence, something near me just scared me. Why? I'm not fucking Billy Badass, but I don't get scared often.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
I understand that too.
Spiders. That's it.
I don't either. That's Amanda too. I'm not a big spider person, but like I'm not fucking.
That's me. I'm a little bitch when there's spiders around because there's something about like in my mind, every lizard in my lizard brain is what I was thinking of is a spider. All spiders are poisonous. They'll bite me once, I'll die instantly. I don't understand.
You know what? I think
They're all out to get you.
they are. They're all out. They're like,
You know
this
what?
motherfucker, he's scared of us. And I'm like,
my next pet I was supposed to get was actually a tarantula. You're like, I ain't coming over for no more.
my
fucking
sister
podcasts.
had one actually.
Tarantulas are cool.
Here's the thing with tarantulas though, they're very unpredictable. My sister had one.
They get the venom sacs taken out of them.
Removed?
Yeah, before they sell them in the store.
Oh. My sister had
So-
one.
So you can't.
It
like,
never
die
bit
from
her or nothing, but like every now and then it'd get real sketch.
And real timid, real fucking quick.
sketch, dude. Like she'd be holding it and like, look at my tarantula, and then all of a sudden it'd
You
be
just
like,
fucking jump off the fucking table.
or
real
it'd do
quick.
that thing where it picks, the spiders.
Oh,
where
yeah.
it picks its arms up. And
It's like a fucking a
and
horse
it's-
getting ready to fucking.
It's like
run.
doing this with the fangs and shit. And I'm like, that's probably where my fear of spiders came from, honestly, because I was like 6 when she had that.
Don't go in my basement. It's full of spiders.
Oh, dude, wolf spiders.
Those are the ones
Ooh.
down there, and the ones
The
down in my
big
basement.
fucking
the ones,
hairy.
The ones down in my basement, like they probably get the size of a quarter.
Yeah, I seen one in my basement.
And you're like, Chastity, come kill this.
I don't go in my basement anymore.
I love. Well, never mind. Not this house. I haven't been in the basement in this house, but your old house.
That basement was legit though.
We used to fuck around in that basement.
Yeah,
a
that
lot.
basement was fun.
That basement was a lot of fun.
But see, like that's the thing I do. This is a homeowner hack for homeowners. Every spring, I go around and I spray my basement with bug repellent, and I don't get bugs probably till the beginning of winter. Like when
that's like a
switches
normal
from
thing.
hot
That
to cold.
it's not like a homeowner's hack. That's like a real thing that people.
Yeah, but
do
I don't hire
anyways.
people to do it. I do it myself.
Well, yeah, same fucking thing.
So actually, it's a money saving hack.
Yeah, it's not a homeowner's hack. Like
Yeah.
people do that anyways.
But anyway,
But no. So like, do you believe in like I know you've had to watch Harry Potter because
Oh, yeah.
Chastity's a Harry Potter fan.
yeah,
So the acromantula, do you believe that exists? Since we're talking
giant
about spiders. Since we're talking about spiders, do you believe like there's a thing as an acromantula?
like
It might
that
not. It
big?
might not be the same thing, or maybe a little bit smaller, something like that.
Have you heard of a bird catching spider?
I've seen. Yeah, the motherfuckers are.
They're like the
leg
size
span.
of a puppy.
The leg span is about the size of this fucking table.
Yeah.
They reach out to each corner.
Yeah.
Those fuckers are
Dude,
huge.
giant
They're
spiders
in
are
Africa,
real.
aren't they?
They're in the Congo, in Africa. Yeah,
Yeah, they're in Africa. There's
they're
motherfuckers
in South
are huge.
America as well.
Those fucking things are ginormous.
What about a camel spider, dude? You seen those pictures coming out of
Uh,
Afghanistan when the fucking war first started?
Yeah, those fucking big brownish ones.
Yeah.
Those fuckers are gnarly.
Yeah. There's
And-
giant spiders, dude. There's giant spiders. There's another thing.
Those
that's-
are like Aragog is his name.
Yeah.
Aragog's fucking kids, dude.
Yeah.
Those fuckers are ginormous.
Yeah.
And
What about giant centipedes?
giant centipedes are real.
Yeah.
Like in the King Kong movie, the one with Jack Black.
Yeah.
Like that huge centipede.
The one that
comes down.
stood up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think those are fucking real.
Not that size, but dude, they do get huge. I seen a picture on
Like they don't get like bigger than a human huge.
they get like
What are
3 or
those
4 feet
Okay,
long.
so those spider deals that are in that scene also when they're all down in
the
that cliff.
skulls, the butt that looks like a skull,
I don't know. They're fucking
when they're like dropping
they're
down on
massive.
the web.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their butt is like this big and it looks like a skull.
And they're fucking ginormous. Do
Yeah.
you think like shit like that would be like a point where I dip, like, because I don't get scared of like spiders or like snakes and shit like that, but like fucking big huge spider skull butts fucking
Yeah, dude.
slinging down on top of me, I'm out.
That's
dude.
my thing, spiders. No,
I'm not a
that's-
big like freak on spiders. Like I don't mind them. Like I'll kill them for Amanda.
Yeah.
I mean, I set them in the wild because I don't abuse animals, but like, I don't know where I was going with that, but
spiders don't freak you out.
not really. No.
But that's
I want a tarantula, and then one day I want to take it out of its cage and like take it with me.
places.
Well, no, like take it with me to like, and just set it. Oh, whoops.
Hey.
Set it like in my car or something, and like be like, Amanda, where'd the fucking tarantula go?
Oh,
It'd be like in the terrarium, and I'm like,
give her a heart attack.
oh fuck,
You dick.
and shit. Like, I've been thinking about that, but like,
Maybe it would help. Do you think it would
Always-
help you? With,
I've already told her about that, but like,
do you think it would
like-
help you with your arachnophobia?
before I ever told her about that,
That's what
or
started mine.
before I ever told her or you about that, I was thinking about just buying a tarantula just to make a vlog about that.
Oh,
Like, just to be
dude.
like, Amanda, where the fuck did the tarantula go? Like, I was looking in the cage, I can't fucking find it. Like, it kind of went to the point, like, I just unwinded it a little bit, and the ferrets were climbing in the bed, and they were underneath my sheet, so they were, all you could see is, like, the sheet just moving a little bit.
yeah.
And I was like, I went in the bedroom for a little bit, and I was like, I stormed out, I was like, Amanda, I fucking think we have bed bugs. And she's like, what? Are you serious? And she came in, and, like, the fucking ferrets were, like, jumping around inside the sheet. Like, it was fucking hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
her reaction is what I was looking for. It was so fucking funny. But I didn't vlog about it, and I fucking forgot. Like,
I,
see, like, the funny shit happens when I'm not vlogging.
Dude, you can't. I don't know how people get stuff like that on video because
I
you
don't
can't
know
just
either.
be recording 24/7.
Unless you just have a camera crew following you around all the time,
Exactly.
which I don't want. But, like,
And then everything's is staged anyway.
yeah. Like that funny shit, you can only get that in the moment. And if I tried to restage that, it wouldn't be the fucking
Yeah,
same.
you could tell.
Yeah.
We're not. None of us are
And
professional.
Amanda's
actors.
Amanda's a shitty actor. She's not even good. Like,
I'm a pretty good actor.
I threw her under the bus on my last podcast. I'm throwing her under the bus on this one. If she's not on the podcast, she's under the bus.
Podcast.
Yeah, get on.
I
Get on this
fucked
podcast.
up all my words in that. I fucked up all my words. If she's not on the podcast, she's
She's
gonna
in
be
it.
right here, and she's gonna be talked about, and it might not be nice.
Well, she's right there.
She's not in the podcast. If she-
no,
I'm
she's
trying to
not
get her-
on it. She's in it.
I'm trying to get her over her fears of being in front of the camera while it's recording, and which is not a huge deal. Like, I don't even know it's recording. half
Women
the
are
time.
just against that in general.
I know. I had to get my picture taken for the newspaper earlier.
Yeah.
For Kaya Carter, won out of my my bucket that's been there.
Yeah.
She won the 151.
Really?
Yeah, congratulations, Kaya. by
Yeah.
the
Way to go.
And I had to go there. Yeah, Amanda put her name in, but newspaper don't know that.
They better not
I-
be watching this. So if the Sheraton Herald Patriot is watching this,
Is that the name?
yeah,
The Sheraton Herald Patriot. That's the
Yeah.
longest newspaper name ever.
yeah. Who reads the newspaper?
I don't know. I guess
Everybody around here, aside from you and me.
I got my phone, dude. I'm good.
Yeah, I digest
But, like,
my media through my phone.
I had to go take a picture with everyone. It was fine, and I straight up cheesed it, like, because like everybody else, like some guy that won the $500 one, and then the other person that won the other 150.
Yeah,
Like they were just
like
I was like
yeah.
I was
Local
and then,
vlogger.
You know what? They had to, they had to take like 3 different pictures just to make sure they're all right, and I was the same in every one. And
So
'cause-
were you just standing there all awkward, just like the whole
yeah,
time?
oh,
like
fuck yeah! And
they're like, all right, one more, and you're just still
Well,
like,
after the first one, the guy was like, "Is that how you want to look?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So I did the same fucking
he's
thing.
like,
for
you don't
each
want to
one.
retake that? You should have took that as a hint. You
No,
sure
I was-
you don't want to
fuck that.
retake that?
Fuck that, dude. Like, because this is the 3rd time in a year that I've had my picture in the newspaper. Because I had it for my ribbon cutting for my shop.
Yep.
And then I had it last year, around the same time, when someone else won out of my dad's bucket. and he didn't want to go get his pictures taken, so I did, and I was awkward for both of those. So I was like, "Fuck it, I don't care." So I went full cheese and just fucking.
I don't know. Can
And it
you
was
relate to this? I just don't have a face for pictures, dude. I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't like.
You're
People
such a
are
pretty
like,
human.
thank you, but people are like, smile, and I'm just like, you know, they're like, what? Can you smile? I'm like, you know, I don't have like. People have their.
I have a
go-to-
picture of you that I have to fucking blackmail you with someday.
What is it?
It was just like,
With the glasses on?
it might be with the
It
glasses
is,
on.
dude. It's with the glasses
And then
on.
I have another one.
At the community center when we were skating.
I do remember that, but I have another one
Oh,
somewhere.
I'm such a cheese.
And that was like fucking 6 years ago.
I'm a cheeser.
That one with the glasses, that was hilarious.
But that's the thing, like, I don't have, like, you know, people have their go-to picture face where they're like, oh, we're about to, you know.
That's mine.
Everybody come in, we're taking a picture. And
I always
everybody-
have the thumbs up thing. But
That I don't have, like, that's why if you go and look at, like, even my family pictures, which just sucks because I wish they would be better, I'm just straight face, dude. I'm just like.
you know what I like to do sometimes? Do like the straight face thing, but like wide-eyed as hell.
Like
Like
a deer in headlights.
Like scared, like. Yeah, it makes it so much better when they go to look at the pictures. Like, what the fuck was he worried about? It's like, there's a fucking ghost behind you, dude.
Yeah. You don't see that giant acromantula?
All right, so what was the next beast that you wanted to talk about? Because we had a couple more that you want to talk about.
So we covered.
We got some of Bigfoot, we got Loch Ness, and we got aliens.
I mean, obviously we got the mains.
We got the main three.
Yeah, the big
Top three.
The big boys. The big boys. We did a segue with Tulpa. You didn't know what that was, did you?
No, I didn't. Tulpa, and then also we kind of talked about Acromantia a little bit because we talked about the fucking giant spiders in Africa.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are scary.
Dude, imagine what is out there that we don't know about.
I know. And
Like-
that are only waiting to fucking come out.
Yeah. You know what? I'm kind
That's
of.
what scares me about fucking some animals in the fucking world, because there might be one that has never been discovered living in the ditch right across the street from my house.
And what if it's poisonous or something?
Poisonous and nobody knows about it. It's one of those ginormous centipedes from King Kong.
Dude, did you know that platypuses are poisonous?
I think it's platypi.
No, there's no plural. It's platypuses.
There's platypus, and I'm pretty
It's
sure it's,
platypussy.
that's fine. We'll call it platypussy.
They're poisonous, dude. The males.
Are they really?
Yeah, they have
How?
spikes in their rear legs that have poison.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That should be a fucking cryptid. That should be a case for the existence of all cryptids. It's a fucking mammal.
And they're really nice too.
They lay eggs.
Aren't platypi pussy? Fucking
I think you can.
fucking aren't they nice animals?
I use the term loosely, but I think you can domesticate them. I think you can have them as pets.
Yeah, like that's what I thought.
But
'Cause
they
I'm-
have bone spurs in the back of their legs,
like in the heels.
that secrete poison.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
They got a fucking otter body, a beaver tail, a duck bill. They're mammals and they lay eggs.
And they are poisonous.
And they're
an insect.
poisonous. What the fuck are those things, dude?
Those are like, that's like Satan's reign.
People
on
are
the
like,
fucking
yeah,
animal
they're
kingdom.
like, dude, a giant fucking tall hairy guy doesn't exist. But you know what? Here's a mammal that lays eggs. That alone. I'm
Here's a
like-
mammal that lays eggs, poisonous, and looks like three other different
Yeah,
mammals.
it looks like three mammals got together and fucked, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, birds lay eggs. We're gonna do that too."
So three mammals, an insect, all had a fucking gangbang, and it fucking turned into a platypi.
dude,
Pussy.
they all came into a cup and threw it in a swamp.
Once again, I'm sorry to take your time from this fucking absolutely perfect podcast to tell you guys to subscribe to my other channel, Sideline Vlogs. It's just going to be Ricky and I from now on, we decided, if you make it that far in the podcast. I know you're already at the end. That's why you're seeing this. But go and subscribe to Sideline Vlogs.
So that whole fucking little chunk of video that's missing, that's fucking Amanda's fault. She's supposed to be my time girl on when we're supposed to take commercial breaks. So she had to help me out a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know Don, this is gonna be gone here in a second. So
Hey,
I gotta take my
can I
little
tell
swig.
you? Can I tell you a secret?
Hmm.
You just totally ASMR'd that lid coming off.
How do I do that?
Do you hear it? Watch, let me see. Listen.
What's ASMR mean? Is that what that means?
I don't know exactly what it means. Google it. What it stands for.
ASMR?
ASMR. They're videos where people like do they do like the sounds like crunching clay and like cutting soap and shit, you know what I'm talking about?
What does ASMR mean?
It's like an auto. It's like
Thank you, hon, for the Jaeger shot.
a feeling of well-being combined with a tingling sensation in the scalp and down the back of the neck.
What the fuck?
Oh, autonomous sensory meridian response.
Sweet. Okay,
Oh,
so
man, actually, that's pretty fucking good right now.
I know it has like
It's
the
ice cold.
the
Yeah,
chilies
that's
in
why,
it.
yeah.
Well, it felt like it was like a little bit slushy in there, a little bit.
It's a little thick.
That's good.
It's a little
So what was the last thing
So
we were
another
talking about?
sponsor is Jägermeister.
Yeah, we tried that sponsor. They didn't want to be anything part of our podcast.
It's because you're not German.
I know. I like deers too much.
Oh, we were talking about the gangbang in the swamp.
Yeah, the
They
gangbang
made,
in the
they
swamp
made
is
a
a platypus.
You platypusy. But see, like, people are like, oh, well, you know, Bigfoot's
You know
not
what?
real.
It should be like, you ever watched Orange is the New Black, right?
Yeah.
Should be the platypus.
Pussy. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right, the platypus.
I think we talked everything I know about it.
They're fucking poisonous and it's fucked up.
So that's enough of the platypus. You're in the podcast now.
No.
Take a seat.
Yep.
Take a seat. Be in this podcast.
Yep.
You don't have a mic, but
Featuring Amanda. Do you have a
Amanda's
YouTube
out.
channel yet?
Oh no.
she don't have a YouTube channel or an Instagram.
I don't do that stuff.
She is like in the fucking dark ages.
Yeah.
I'm not even hardly on
What are you
Facebook.
living in 2014?
Yeah.
I think she's living in like 2010 maybe.
My life
Okay,
is
so
here.
What was
Believe it.
so we got the main ones and the platypus. That's like one of the craziest ones.
Yeah.
I have other jobs.
That's like one of the craziest ones that actually exists.
Have you heard of the Hopkinsville Goblins?
I think I have.
Does it
Heard
sound
of it.
familiar?
The-
So there's this
The name
series.
does.
I'm gonna shout out a series on YouTube right now.
Okay.
It's called Hellier. It's centered around this town in, I think it's Kentucky, possibly.
Okay, what's the YouTube channel?
It's just called Hellier. It's
Hellier.
Yeah, it's a series. It's a series on
How do you spell that?
Hellier.
Apologize for the fucking internet service here. Hellier.
Yep.
Look at the internet service. Fucking Internet Explorer
Yeah, see?
compared to
It's
Google.
it's like a crowdsourced
Planet Weird. Is
Yeah,
that it?
Planet Weird. That's the channel, but it's like a crowdsourced documentary.
Paranormal is it goes from like an hour to almost an hour basically.
It's worth a watch. It really is. So it gets
I'll take a
into not the Hopkinsville Goblins, but
Yeah, let's get on that because that's exciting.
okay. So
You know we're gonna have to do a part 2 of all these monsters and goblins.
like a breakdown of each one.
Well, we're gonna have to because I'm sure there's fucking more. We're gonna have to do a lot more.
I'm just bringing up. I didn't do any research prior to this. Like
Neither
I've
did
been,
I. I should have. If I did this podcast could go all night long.
So what I do, like, what I started doing anyway, is like with my my fossil channel. I've been researching fossils in Iowa.
And what you would know, they would look
Exactly,
up. Yep.
because I want to be on the videos where I find something, I can tell you what it is. I don't want to just be like,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at this bone. Look at this bone.
I got
Oh,
these.
Yeah.
Like, but this is a shark tooth mammal scale.
Yeah, exactly.
Like something
I want to be able to tell
that
you
might not be
exactly
real,
what it
but
is.
like, yeah, you can be like, this is a dog bone from a Shar-Pei neuter scum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be able to do. So that's what's in my head right now. Like,
You know what? I have a book that I'll give you. Remind me, but I have it at my mom's house. It's a book of Iowa fossils.
really,
Yep, I swear to God, I
Most-
have a book I can give you.
most of what's found here is from the I don't remember the age. There's a name for each
Millennial era.
Yeah, there's a name for each era, but most of what's found here is like clams and coral and like the actual fossilized rock stuff. But you can also find stuff from the Pleistocene era, which is like when mammals were around. There's ox and, giant armadillos and big dogs.
Giant armadillos actually would probably scare the fuck out of me.
It's called a glyptodon. And it's
Because,
like the size of a VW bus.
Because could you imagine like a big fucking thing just turning into a ball and fucking rolling at you?
They actually couldn't do that until later.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, just like about
that'd be
to fuck
terrifying.
you up.
Like,
hey, did you ever
like-
watch Ben 10?
a little bit, not like a whole bunch, and
There was-
I can't
you
remember
just-
much of it either.
You just reminded me of one of the aliens he turned into was like a big yellow thing that turned into a ball and rolled around and hit people.
Like, could you imagine, like, okay, sitting there, like, you're trying to be friendly with this giant fucking...
I'm not a nerd, I swear to God.
You're trying to be friendly with this giant fucking animal, and then all of a sudden he's like, does like the bull thing and like
charging,
and he just turns into a ball and
Yeah,
fucking starts
yeah.
rolling. That's like Indiana Jones shit right there. You're about to get run over by a boulder, but it has legs,
Yeah,
and that's terrifying.
I found.
I would be terrified of that, but like, I'm not terrified of anything else at all. I swear.
I found a tooth, a skull section, and a foot bone from a Pleistocene bison recently.
Pleistocene bison.
Yep.
How do you tell
That's
the
the
age?
age.
How do you tell the ages?
Okay, so like the main thing that I do to tell if so there's a difference between actual fossilized bone and river stained bones, which
Okay.
are more modern. Because in order for something to become fossilized, it normally happens in water. Like it has to
Okay.
be in water. So it gets, the creature dies, it's in water, it drowns, it's covered by sediment with water on top. Sediment layers on top of it and crushes it, and the
Yeah.
bone, it's no longer bones, it's replaced
That's
by
erosion. Yeah.
No, erosion is when
It-
it's would expose the fossil.
Well, I figured erosion, just like it does with like Earth, it would take away bits and pieces of the fossil at the same
Yeah,
time.
that can happen.
Yeah,
For sure.
So,
But wait, the way things are fossilized is by the bone is actually replaced by minerals. So what you have isn't actually bone matter. It's a rock
okay.
in the shape of the bone. But it minerals
I guess-
replace every piece of it.
Okay. So it's okay. Gotcha.
So the pieces that I find, I'm out with a shovel,
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tink them on my shovel.
Have you ever seen those new shovels that like they fold and they're like a fucking huge multi-tool?
a tactical shovel?
Well, it's one they sell on like Facebook and
Yeah,
Instagram and
it's
shit.
a tactical shovel.
I want one. Like I want one.
I
so
want
bad.
one for my channel. I just have like a regular. I just have like a regular ass fucking spade point shovel, like a big ass regular fucking handle shovel. I want something that I can collapse and put in my backpack. Something I can.
Yeah, and they just folds into a simple nothing.
exactly. Yeah.
You want one?
Yeah. So I'll
Give me another one.
I'll ding them on my shovel, and if it sounds like a rock, obviously. But it's hard to tell because a bison and a cow are very closely related. Like I don't know what the name of the genus or whatever they are, but like a bison, a cow, an ox.
I know bison is part of the name for a bison. I do know that because buffaloes. I used to own buffaloes.
Yeah, bison is a buffalo.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I know that bison is the name of a
But-
buffalo.
Also, there were mastodon in Iowa.
Mastodons are.
The coolest death metal band.
Yeah. I know. Isn't a mastodon like a humongous fucking whale?
No, a mastodon is a elephant.
Okay.
A mastodon. I don't
because
know.
I know the Mastodon album has a big whale on it.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I knew that. That's all I know.
That'd be a good way to connect the two. But unless you like research the stuff, you don't. You're not just. It's not just common knowledge.
I don't really research
also-
that much. I know enough to like get me in conversation back and forth.
You can bullshit your way through anything.
But I
But-
could pretty much bullshit my way through most subjects. But like,
Same.
well, like with that podcast I had last week, like I bullshitted my way through most of like the JFK speech.
Conspiracies, though, dude. Like,
conspiracies, you and Cade need to be on a podcast together. That'd be insane.
I'm not as into conspiracies as I am into theories. There's a difference. Theories are proven
But
conspiracies.
you get conspiracy theories.
Yes.
And then, so where's the conspiracy part play in?
I feel like we're
Exactly.
in a 1940s radio. Just sitting here smoking,
Well, we
talking.
Well, you don't have to be.
So anyway, here's Huey Lewis on the news.
Oh, what was that? You ever watch the show Drunk History?
Drunk history?
Drunk History.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay, so they have one where Superman Superman defeated the KKK.
No, it was. Oh yeah. The guy that like
Yeah, and he
faked his way into the KKK.
yeah
And
yeah.
used all their
And he's
code
like,
words and shit.
Superman, that is America.
Yeah.
Like that's the password
Yeah.
to get in the KKK. And it's like Amontillado is the password.
Yeah.
Like
And all the KKK were like, "What the fuck? How does
Yeah,
Superman know
yeah.
this shit?" Yeah.
that's us right now. Except
It
we're
is.
telling the secrets of the podcast.
But here's the thing. There's a difference between a mastodon and a mammoth. I don't know what the difference is. Can you fact check that for me? That's something I haven't looked up personally. There is a difference between a mammoth and a mastodon. It might just be size. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to go straight to the actual real website, Google. Okay.
Difference between mastodon and mammoth. Right there.
Both animals were herbivores, but mastodon had cone-shaped cusps on their molars, designed to crush leaves, twigs, and branches. Mammoths, however, had ridged molars that allowed them to cut through vegetarian graze.
Like modern day elephants. Okay, so first of all, if you look at the photos, there is a size difference.
Yeah, there is a size difference.
So essentially, a mastodon is an elephant with different teeth, but a mammoth has the same teeth as an elephant. Like here, there's American mastodon. You can find their teeth and stuff here in Iowa. Yeah, see? The one that looks more like a fucking elephant is less like an elephant than the one that doesn't look like one. Look at the size of the tusks on these fuckers.
They're
Oh,
huge.
That's another thing, dude. I was just reminded. Do you know where the stories of Cyclops came from?
I do want to talk about cyclopses.
Dude. So in like Greek mythology and shit, you know how Cyclops are.
You know what? I could talk about Greek mythology all goddamn day.
Oh, dude, me too.
I was just talking about the God of War. I was talking about the God of War video games last night with Cade.
Have you
And-
played the newest one?
Oh, dude, I beat the newest one.
I did a long time ago.
So did I.
Surprisingly short
Amanda-
run through.
It is. Amanda bought it for me like 2 weeks after it came out.
Chastity, same here.
Oh, well, look at us.
She's like, "Do you want this?" And she sent me a picture of it. I'm like,
She surprised me with it.
"Oh, Chastity." Chastity and I have a thing where we don't do surprises. I fucking hate surprises.
Well, you know what? Like, she didn't wrap it for me or anything. Like, actually, the whole story with, she knew I love the fucking God of War games, and then she came home. She's like, "I might have bought you something." Like, and she was on her way home, and she's like, "I might have bought you something," and I knew she was at the video game store with her brother. And she's like, "You bought me God of War, didn't you?" And she's like, "God damn it!" Like, she knew exactly, or I knew exactly that she had bought it for me.
We do-
'Cause it just came out. And I was like, "You bought the God of War, didn't you?" Because I've been telling her for weeks, like, I wanted it.
We do a thing where I'll be like, I'll know that she wants something, and vice versa, and I'll be like, "Hey, I'm here, and the thing you want is here. Do you want me to get it for you?" So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not so much a surprise, but at the same time, it's nice to buy each other things. You know?
Yeah. But, like, sometimes it's nice to surprise, like, just be like randomly, like, Christmas.
Here's my thing.
I made Amanda open all the Christmas gifts early.
Here's my thing with surprises.
Like, right now, the date is the 23rd. I'm
yeah,
pretty
No.
sure.
yeah, today's
23rd.
23rd.
So,
Merry Christmas.
well, Merry Christmas. Because right now, this vlog won't be uploaded until Monday.
Yeah,
So, podcast. God damn it. See, it's so hard to do that.
Here's my thing with surprises, though. I'm hard to surprise because, like, sometimes I don't like the stuff. But I'm good with surprises as where I'll be like, oh, I love it.
Well, like I've surprised you a couple times just showing up at your house, drunk as fuck.
That's a different type of surprise.
That's
I'm
like
I hate this. I don't want this one.
But like, yeah, just like I made Amanda do her Christmas last night because like I'm just like, get the shit out of here, get it unwrapped, whatever. The ferrets and the cats are tearing the shit up. Like, just
It's not going to be a surprise much longer.
Yeah, just unwrap it.
Yeah.
Just get it, and apparently I did good.
We did our Christmas for my family on Saturday, like for my kids and my.
Oh, so
Us.
you guys got all your stuff.
Yeah.
So
We did.
awesome.
We did the same. We did it.
Yeah.
early.
See, I'd rather just do it early, and then like on Christmas Day, like we're not all rushing around. Like, oh yeah, we got to open all our shit first, and then we can go
here and
moms,
go there.
go
Yeah.
do dads, go do your parents, like go do everybody else.
So it's
like,
the same as Chastity and I. She has like fucking 1,000 families,
Yeah.
and she's like, we got to be here at this time, here at this time, here at this time. I'm like,
It's like, let's just get our shit done.
yeah.
And like, we got our stuff. That's cool. Like, we got it. Merry Christmas. Let's watch the Hunger Games. Like, and then we can go do mom's first thing in the morning. I keep hitting that, dude. I gotta move this computer back a little bit. Okay, so we can go do mom's. We can go do dad's. We can go do your parents. Like, we can go do all of our other stuff. Like,
Get it out of the way.
We got our shit done. Like,
So holidays are as hectic for you guys as it is for me.
oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
We gotta
Throw
do her
kids
parents.
into that.
We gotta no. I don't want to do that yet.
Don't. No, do. It's fun. It's rewarding.
Someday.
Yeah.
You want to be Godfather?
Actually,
Someday.
does anybody know that you're my children's fairy godfather? Fairy godmother?
Oh, you can let everybody know.
If they make it this far in, they should give you shit for being
That's
my
fine.
children's fairy godmother.
That's
my
fine.
my daughter still says, I told her I was coming over here, and she's like, oh, you're going to see Uncle Rippy?
Oh, Rippy, she still says that?
She still
How old
calls
is she
you
now?
Uncle Rippy. 6?
She's-
5?
Oh, don't let Chastity see this far because she
Edit
just
that. She's 5.
she's 5. Okay, so she's 5 years old and still calls me Rippy. I know she could say it
She can say it.
because I've heard her say it.
She chooses not to.
I know. Well, that's fine.
She calls Brock Bach.
Well,
That's
yeah,
Uncle
he's,
Bach.
He's basically a Bach.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard him sing? He's like Johan. Oh fuck. Okay.
Are you gonna have my daughter on this podcast?
I would love
When
to
our
have Audrey
channel
on here.
takes off?
I would interview the hell out of Audrey.
I would want to know what she'd talk about.
We talk about stuff that I have nothing to talk about with.
Same. She tries to talk to me about stuff. I'm like, hell yeah, girl.
Hell yeah, girl! You want to watch Ancient Aliens?
Yeah.
All right, Don. We're definitely gonna have to do a second episode.
Yeah, dude, we've been at this for a while. It's already 10.
I'm gonna have to end it here, guys. Check out his channels. You guys have seen the ads of it.
Subscribe to Sideline if you want. I don't do much on that one.
Well, wait till spring comes. We're
Yeah.
gonna do a lot of shit.
Sideline should be popping.
You know
soon.
what?
Do you want to just do it with me? Do you want to just do that? Make ours? You want to make Sideline ours?
Yeah.
And
We
instead of myself playing both parts like I did, we can
That would be hilarious.
yeah, we can do it back and forth.
We need to connect more often.
Yeah.
It's been a while since me and you actually like got together and did something.
It's
like
been a long time since
think,
I've seen you not blackout drunk. Both of us.
Yeah. I think last time I seen you was for the Huggies for Chuggies party.
Yeah, and
When I showed up in a diaper.
I was hammered when you got there.
I know. And I got there in the daylight. And it was summer, so it was still fucking light out.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah. If we got together and connected, and we can come up with some funny ass shit.
Yeah, so
looks like Ricky's coming out with 3 channels now.
yeah. So let's do we'll just say it right here. Like Sideline's just gonna be me and you.
Fucking, I'm excited for that.
But then the
Definitely.
one I do with my daughter, that one's staying for sure. I'm not gonna change that one.
So go subscribe to Fossil X Finders on
All-
YouTube.
All one word.
Fossil X
Finders.
Yep. And then Sideline Vlogs. I'm assuming that channel's gonna change the name. We're gonna come up with a cool name. We'll come up with a cool name when we'll release it on the next podcast
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And then
It'll be a while though because it's winter here, This is the time of year where everybody just
We
gets
might come up with
depressed.
one. You know what? I might come over one night and we'll come out with our first video, and that'll be the night we change the channel.
Change the name.
Change the channel name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to be on Fossil Finders?
I'll come out sometime and do that.
It's fun.
It
It's
depends how
relaxing.
cold it is.
That's the thing. Like the video I uploaded today was I said at the end of the video, like, you know, it's gonna be a long time before I post another video because I was out.
Unless you want to go digging through the snow.
Yeah,
we could take the snowmobiles out. Get Audrey on a snowmobile. And we'll take him out.
She loves the motorcycle and the dirt bike, so I think she'd be
You know what? You can take the 440.
the slower one.
Take the 440 with her, and then I'll take the other one by myself, and we'll go like out in the
Perfect.
snow if we wanted to.
The last video, if you do,
You know what?
watch it,
I know some good country places out here we can go.
are there creeks? That's
Oh
where
yeah,
you want to go.
we'll go out to what is it? Fucking out there.
Where I was,
No, it's
White Breast.
1,000 Acres. I
Oh
always
yeah,
forget the
yeah.
name. I always forget the name. What's the name out there? 1,000 Acres.
I don't remember.
Oh, I always forget it. But
Amanda's walking over
King.
here.
We'll go out to Stone King.
We're almost out of time.
That's fine. I meant it anyways.
Okay.
We'll go out to Stone King. We'll check it out. But go subscribe to Sideline Vlogs
Yep.
for now.
Yep.
Go subscribe to Fossil X Finders. Double R TV, you guys know what it is. We love you, and we will see you next week.
See ya.